Hello, everyone. Happy super new moon in Pisces. Pardon my goofy hat. It is 24 degrees outside. And I'm just keeping myself warm up here. But I wanted to give you a brief snapshot about what's going on. This new moon is exact on the 19th of February at 11:05 p.m. in Pacific time, and on the 20th of February at 7:05 a.m. UK time. But this new moon, as I speak about in the podcast, is the beginning of the big energetic shifts that we're going to see in 2023. I mentioned there's 3 major planets changing sign this year. Last year we only had 1. So the first to go is going to be Saturn is going to move into Pisces on the 7th or 8th of March, right around the corner. And here's the kicker. This is the new moon. The full moon that follows this new moon, which we know is in the same lunar energetic cycle, is exact in sync with Saturn's transition into Pisces on the 7th and 8th of March. So we're going to start to feel this, and these seeds that we're planting are going to be sort of a practice round for the next seeding cycle and into 2023. And then the next big shift that's going to happen is going to be on the 23rd of March. We have Pluto moving out of Capricorn and into the sign of Aquarius. I mentioned previously, this is going to be a little bit of a dance back and forth. Pluto only spends about 3 months this year in Aquarius, but next year, 2024, it'll spend 9 months. And then by 2025, it's going to be full-time. It's going to be full-time for 20 years. This is huge. This is huge because this is the age that we're headed into. And then the final, and I'll get to more information as all that comes up, the final big planetary shift is going to be Jupiter moving out of Aries and into Taurus on May 16th. I'll get into more of that in the future, but what I want to focus on right now is this super new moon. So whenever we have a new moon, super just means Luna is physically super close to Earth. Her energy is more intense, more potent. New moons are always seeding times. Pisces is mutable feminine water ruled by Neptune. Pisces is very intuitive, highly energetically sensitive. And Pisces really it's a good sign to help us with connecting to the collective. Pisces wants to help others. Pisces wants things to be harmonious and peaceful and just. So this is perfect because this particular new moon also is at it's the 4th of 5 moons consecutively that are 1 degree of their sign. And this is a pretty obvious 1 degree is the starting point. It's a seeding point. To have 5 new moons in a row would be a seeding at 1 degree, a seeding at 1 degree, a seeding at 1 degree. Also shows us that we're in another larger cycle of seeding. We're in the 4th of 5th planting seed cycles, and something suggests to me that by the time we get to the 5th cycle, we're going to have tons of clarity about what's going on, and that's going to be the next new moon. But what's going to happen in between then? Pisces 1 degree is where Luna is sitting right now. That's where Saturn's going to go at the full moon on March 7th and 8th. So these energies, Luna is going to illuminate some of what the shift of Saturn into Pisces is going to be about. Saturn has a bad rap sometimes in the sense that its structure, its limitation. Saturn's karma. Saturn really wants us to pull the Piscean dreams, to pull any dreams, anything from higher dimensions into reality. Saturn can feel a little bit constrictive, but it's only because it wants us to put some stakes into the ground to really support us in creating the reality that we want to see, to seeding those dreams. And the other aspect that I speak of in more detail in the podcast is we have, I mentioned Pisces is ruled by Neptune. We have Neptune in its home sign of Pisces, and we have Neptune conjunct Lady Venus, goddess of beauty and balance and harmony and love. And Neptune is also conjunct Selena, or the white moon. I go into depth as to who Selena the white moon is, but think about it as a guardian angel aspect, this beautiful illuminatory energy that helps us to see any little bits of dust in the corner that are ready to go, but also gives us this huge sense of big wings to fly and wings to protect us and wings to support us. So I hope that you enjoy this new moon cycle, and take it with a bigger lens. Look at this new moon cycle and look at this whole lunar cycle, excuse me, with a lens, so that when you plant seeds at the next new moon, you can glean how did things manifest, what really came through, what can I tweak. And a lot of this is about, because it's in Pisces right now, it's about our ability to trust our own energetic sensitivity, to embrace the fact that sensitivity is good, and to really lean into, to remove those pieces of dust in the corner are likely our own blocking thoughts and those that we've absorbed from the collective about whether or not our intuition is real. And when we think of guardian angels and Selena being a guardian angel energy, guardian angels might just be the self same thing as our gut feelings. So take that with whatever grain of salt, or into your heart if you'd like. We're going to move now into a little bit of an oracle reading for this cycle. All right, let's go ahead and get to this reading. I want to show you the first card that I pulled just as a overarching theme for this session. Check this out. This is what I love about the universe. This is a guardian angel. You'll see in the podcast a little bit more about the experience of Venus and Selena as guardian angels, but protector spirits, helpful spirits. This card is showing us that our angels are present with us during, they're present all the time, but during the seeding time. So let's get to the reading. There's 3 cards. Card 1 on the left, card 2 in the middle, card 3 on the right. Go ahead and see which card you are drawn towards. You can fast forward to the timestamp that I put below, or you can just listen to the whole thing and take a general message for you. So card number 1. All right, card number 1 says playfulness, but in the traditional tarot, this is the page of fire. And this is the Osho Zen tarot. So this is Osho's interpretation of the tarot. And I love this because it's reminding us that life doesn't have to be as serious or as heavy as we may be conditioned to have it be. And it reminds us of the law of attraction. The more that we are vibrating, this woman is vibrating about joy and play, and she's attracting more and more opportunities for joy and play. And there's orbs of light. And it's really, this message for this lunar cycle is to release the burdens, to release the fears, to let your heart be light. And when we release our fears, we open up to everything. So we're able to fly. We're able to achieve whatever we want to achieve. So this card is reminding us, if you chose this card, to be lighthearted, be joyful, be playful. All right, let's get to card number 2. This is interesting. This card is a good omen. It's also an opportunity for us to dig a little bit deeper. It says success. So if you look at this, this is obviously a card of good fortune. This person is riding on the back of a tiger in a parade and showers of joy and success. But it's interesting because, you know, Osho's interpretation, and I tend to agree with it in my own experience, is that, you know, nothing in life is permanent. So the idea is to really relish in all the goodness you're headed into. You're in a time, there will be a time soon, of this just feeling of I'm doing it. So sort of relish in those moments, because by relishing in those moments, that's the way we create more. But also remember that life is not linear. We can't just cling to this notion of success. We have to be willing to sort of ride the wave, so to speak, as we're leveling up. So really be in gratitude, take deep breaths, appreciate, write down all the good things that are happening, and know that that's going to bring more, but also be willing to hop off the linear train of needing to have it around you all the time or grasping at it. And then card number 3. These are all such unique and different but blessed forecasts for this cycle. This is the card that says silence. And this is the full moon reflected on the lake below, and she's reflecting into herself. So this card is saying there's not necessarily anything to do or anywhere to go. to connect with your inner silent world. This is really symbiotic with the Piscean inward looking energy. And this card is reminding us that sometimes our silence may make some people feel uncomfortable. If you're simply only responding to the external world and always attending only to the 3D, some people might not be comfortable with having you be still and look within. That's okay. This card is saying that this inner sanctuary that is you is a very powerful place to plant seeds and nourish them. And it's also an interesting omen of your understanding of oneness or being connected to the whole. Because in this stillness, when we look within, we realize that we are ourselves, but we're beyond ourselves. We are the whole. So if you pulled this card, take this lunar cycle to cultivate your inner world. Cultivate the things that nourish your intuition. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy super new moon in Pisces, and I look forward to seeing you soon.